Hey y'all, boy howdy, it looks good in here. Starting to, Matt, wait a minute, just seen that. Is that a doily? That is a doily. They said I was going to change everything when they left. Kim and Donna did after they shabby chic the place up. I don't know, is it doily make my hat look big maybe? We may have to change that. I don't know. I can't, I don't know if I can lean back on that doily or not. Back when Mima was alive and we'd be messing around in this old living room. It was the formal living room back then. And she'd always make sure we didn't touch the plate. Let's see, what she call all the little knickknacks? She called them, they aren't play purties. Your grandparents ever tell you that? Don't touch those aren't play purties. Hey Donna, how are you? I don't know about that. That doily may have to go. Or may have to find a compromise and put it on a table or something. I don't think I can lean back on that old thing. Other than that, man, this place is something else. Really is. My aunt Bonnie stopped by yesterday in the height of it, and see all the work I've done outside, and was blessed to do it. And Kim and Donna came up and made quick work of all them boxes. I guess that's the thing about us guys. We're too compartmentalized, and we can't see it inside. Them walls mess us up. Now I can see what a fence row might look like when I'm getting done with it, but they sure made it look good in there though. But Aunt Bonnie stopped by for just a minute, and she was tearing up in there, said it looked like home again. That was a pretty cool reward. I think the biggest reward came this morning. Of course, I'd just been gaping at it. I'm like, do I live here? This sure is nice. But my mom stopped by this morning. They had an appointment over here. And we don't talk about it a lot. Of course, family stuff is family stuff, but she's suffering in her age. She's suffering some frontal lobe loss, which limits communication and memory and things of that nature. So things are a little different for us these days, and we celebrate the moments that are good moments. And she's been over here a couple of times and a little bit confused about what's going on. It's been so long. And today, when she walked in, she was beaming. And man, that meant everything. You could tell that it connected, and she saw home again here. And man, I still get chills thinking about that. That's, if nothing else, that means a lot to me today. I couldn't help but think if you know my mom, she is a clean freak. Wonder where I got that from, huh? As far as outside. And don't get me wrong, she was the baby of the family. And hey, Susan and Margaret. Baby of 6, so as they farmed, now she did her share of it, but her role mainly was taking care of the house and having supper cooked and all that for all of her brothers and sisters and mom and dad, and that was kind of, everybody had a role to play, and that happened to be hers. And now I've seen her tear through some brush. As a kid, she taught me how to pull those vines, so she's not no weakling by any means. She can get out there and do the work with the best of men back in her day. But she always had that cleanness streak, and everybody in my family knows it. She used to tell a story. Pawpaw Joe would wear trousers, khakis, a lot. Not jeans, but khakis, had a little cuff in it. And she'd sweep, mop, and clean that house all day. An old farmhouse just stays dirty. And she told Kimberly one time that he'd come in from the field hard working, and this old dirt would be all in those cuffs of those jeans or pants. He'd take off his shoes, but as he'd walk through the house, that dirt would just pour out of those cuffs. Never said a word. She knew how hard he was working to feed the family. She'd just go behind him and quietly sweep it up. But I watched her today, and other times she's been over here, she's here, but not here, if you would, sometimes. And today she came in, and she was beaming and looking at everything. She went straight to that kitchen where she grew up and grabbed a rag. I had a little coffee on the counter, and she was after it. Back in her memories. That was too cool. But really, really thankful and proud of the contribution that Kim and Donna made. We found a lot of the stuff they used. They brought some things, and then we went dread shed hunting. Still a lot of good stuff. And boy, they made quick work of that decoration in there and cleaned it up. And man, it's something. Hey, Roxanne. Hi, Susan again. But anyway, so good day on the place. We're getting ready to kind of a good weekend coming up, really good weekend. I'm gonna go get to see my grandbaby for the first time, little Isabella Rose up in Illinois. And family reunion on the Alder side is happening this weekend. Just a schedule conflict, nothing we could really change at that point. But for so many years I've been so far away and not able to attend those, and now I'm 2 miles away from the reunion site and I won't be there because I'll be in Illinois. So good to be around family though, that got several of them going to be watching the place and coming by and checking on things, take care of the chickens. And Buddy Alders owns the place. He's going to be in town. I kind of want to be here to see his face when he sees this old place again for the first time. But anyway, it's not all about that. I'm proud to get it cleaned up and looking back like it did, or close to what it did. There's not as many gardens to worry about on this place, which is probably good since me and Jordan added alone. I don't know if we can handle as much as they had. Hey, Brian. Oh, well, hot, I don't know. I don't know what you call hot up there in Illinois, Brian. Or Deb, whoever it is there. Hey, Roxanne. Let's see. What time is it? 6 o'clock? Let's go see how hot it is in Texas. It's really not been as humid today. Or I hadn't noticed it quite as much. I guess I've been looking at the shabby chicness in the house all day. Let's go see here. This thermometer is pretty trustworthy. Oh, there goes a rabbit. Better get on, you'll be supper. Let's see here. So it's 6 o'clock. Oh yeah, it's in reverse. Sorry guys. What, 89, pumping 90, and 85% humidity. So anything less than that, we'll be able to handle. If it's below 70, I may have to bring my long sleeves up to Illinois. We're gonna be in the southern part, but looking forward to that. Road trip with the family. I don't know. One good thing that I don't think I have to deal with on this trip, I hadn't had it in a long time, but if y'all grew up in a semi-frugal household, or at least one that was clean and orderly, and most of us did, boy, I tell you what, I don't know if you ever had to deal with this, but Mom was very, very strict about our look when we went out in public, which I'm thankful for. Sometimes I don't live up to it anymore, but she wanted us, you know, dressed nice and clean. And she had this old wash rag. It was clean, but you know, in Texas in this heat, especially in the car, she put it in an old Ziploc bag, keep it clean and moist. And man, when she'd open that thing up, it had a smell to it. It wasn't sour, but it's close. And we was just little tykes. I still remember this. And we'd have to go see Mama on that side before we'd get out and go into wherever we was going. And she'd wipe our face down and still smell that old rag. Good Lord. So, hoping she don't bring the rag on this trip. I might be big enough where I can run from her. She gets that old rag out and starts wiping our face down. That's good stuff. Well, if she has one, I will let her wipe my face. I promise you that. So, it's been dirty enough lately. Clean this old place, I probably needed a wet wash rag. That's good stuff. Around 95 all weekend. Okay. Well, we can live with that. I can handle that. So, 95. I guess that'll be the high. It'd be a little different heat up there. This heat's different than Waco. I'd forgotten how thick it is out here and the humidity, but then that gives the greenness as well. But really looking forward to it. Parker County's been hot, Patty says. Hey, Paul, how are you? I need to read some of my posts. Oh. I'm not sure what that... Hey, Donna. Yeah, you'd have loved it. She was smiling ear to ear, and well, it was cool. It was cool to watch it. It really was. She was and then seeing Bonnie tear up, that was good stuff. So, Donna, you happened to walk through it when we first landed. You know what a mess it was. So you're gonna have to come make a whistle stop at some point. You know you're always welcome. And take a look at what Kim and Donna has done. They have made quick work of this thing. Looks good. Hey, y'all want me to ring my, I don't even know is that a dinner triangle? Oh, look at this. You can't stand still around a place too long, or the tree will grow around you. I don't even know what that is. It grew in that old crepe myrtle. There's a wash pot that's grown into a tree in this shrub line back here. And then there's there's about 4 or 5 trees got stuff grown into them. So that's why I keep moving around. I don't want to get a tree growing around me. Hey Joseph, how are you, buddy? Look at that old wash pot's grown up, that tree done grown all around it. Ain't that something? That axe is tough to cut that iron or tin or whatever it is. So I just left it alone. What else you gonna do? I guess if the music gets loud across the street, I can always come out here in the middle of the night and ring this old bell. I think they'd get the hint. I doubt it. Look at this. Hangman's noose. No, Mason, that is not a hangman's noose. Look at this. I had everybody coming over for, that'll be the dewberries ready call, huh? Or the biscuits. I don't know. That's kind of cool. Now I can't get it back on. Anyway. Hangman's noose. Mason, you're a mess, dude. That's the stump rope puller. But anyway, excited about tomorrow. And get to go kiss on that little grandbaby. Still surreal that my grandpa, good Lord. I guess my hairline shows it. Not the color, but we'll have a good time. Really will. Peas are looking good. I got a little shaving to do in between. I'm gonna let them get a little bit bigger. I hoed the furrows in between, but them weeds ain't got a chance when I get back. They better enjoy their life for a little bit. Hey Kim, been bragging on you. But all right, y'all. Well, another day of rambling done. We'll get in here. They brought us a little treat of some deer meat, some backstrap, tenderized backstrap, and Jordan got it laid out and ready for me to get in there and cook it. And got some fresh squash from Dad. He's already putting on squash pretty heavy, so we're gonna fry some of that up. And might even have a big red to go with it. But I have to go get one though, I guess. But anyway, hey Pamela, how are you? Well, hey, thank y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all have a great Father's Day. I'm sure we'll check in from. Y'all want to see some shenanigans from the road with this bunch? You might have to see it. So it's gonna be all of us together. Oh goodness, they're talking to each other. I'll let y'all talk, but love y'all much, and thanks for tuning in. Continue to make a difference and honor the dads this weekend. And, it matters. It matters. I'll be blessed to be with mine and my kids both this weekend. That's going to be a big treat. But y'all enjoy the day and the evening, and tomorrow's Friday. That's a good thing. We'll check in with you then. Probably from the road. I get a little antsy when I get outside the Lone Star, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll talk with y'all later. Continue to make a difference. Be the light. Celebrate the good stuff.